Yo. What's poppin'? It's your boy Cassius Cuvée on the come up. You feel me? We doing big things here, man. This is going to be an epic one. We got so much stuff covering today. Yo, let me send these tweets out, let everybody know we live. Man, who is rocking with me today? We got Digital Hus in the house, Servando. Hey, yo. Big things popping, man. This is about to be... Okay, if you guys know I've been shorting, this is one of them ones. Hold on. This is what they try to do to you in the Discord. Look at this. Look at this. Look at these. This is why I don't have all the Discord open to everybody. They always want to come in here. And try to shield their shit. Block. How do you kick somebody out the thing? How do we kick them out? We got to kick them out. We're going to wait. They're going to try to go. How do we make him leave? Kick the motherfucker. Boom, he's out. All right. All right, you see me? You feel me? He's out the server. So check it out. Man, we got a big show today. And this is how we're going to make some money. Frenzy, what's poppin', Frenzy? This is how we're going to make some money when we get the red days, right? So if you guys been following me, you know I'm not afraid to short. And you can see we got a poll up there, a question answer. When was the first time you started shorting crypto? Because you got to learn to trade in both directions. Still got to delete these messages here. You got to learn to trade in both directions in this game. Because in crypto, what goes up will likely come down. So shout out to the chat. Everybody jumped in here with me on a Sunday funny. I know it's summertime. A lot of people out of town or whatever on vacation. You know what I'm saying? You guys want to know. Friends wants to know my mood day short entry logic. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that for sure. Showing up to support, friend. Appreciate you, Servando. Just real quick rundown. I got to do the rundown. Number one, not financial advice. And also, the affiliates you see on the screen I am an affiliate partner with them, so I may earn a commission if you use them. Got to do the disclosures. Breakout Prop is where you get fronted money from the prop firm after purchasing an evaluation. So, for example, they raise the price to $9.99. You will get a $100,000 bankroll to trade with. Rules apply. Phemex. I'm an official partner of Phemex as well as a top trader. So you can copy trade me, which means all you do is connect your Phemex account and you will automatically do the trades that I am doing. These are the affiliate links at the top or the discount code and the invite code. So, not financial advice, do your own research, but check it out, man. Let me show you the research I've been doing. So, we got funding fees. Got to talk about funding fees because I got burned pretty bad. I jumped back in that trade, but I'm going to explain that. Got my scalping strategy, someone in a private member. We got the Profit Circle. Shout out to the Profit Circle. Someone in the Profit Circle asked me to go over the scalping strategy. We got price predictions. Oh, I gotta say this, man. The people who give you price predictions without attaching a time frame, they are fake. All right. Another one is the Williams KC indicator. I got an indicator here on TradingView. Someone just asked me about it. Shout out to the chat here in the Profit Circle because someone asked me about it. Amy, shout out to Amy. She asked me what this was on Twitter. So we're gonna go over that as well. Let's see. I got a markets tend to take the escalator up and the elevator down, right? If we put it on the daily, it makes it a little more clear, right? This is the NASDAQ. That's what happens, all right? So we're going to go over that. And last but not least, your boy Cassius Cuvée will be hosting the Crypto Influencer Awards next week in Las Vegas outside the side event of Rare Evo. Now, if you guys don't know, I performed at Rare Evo in 2023. Rocked the stage there. That was pretty epic. It was in Colorado back then. And now I'm going to be hosting the Influencer Awards there. So my man Adam Charles put me on. He can't make it. It's his event. So shout out Adam Charles. But I'm going to wait till everybody get in here. And in the meantime, if you haven't seen this one, I've got a music video called No Discussion. And this one, it shows how much times have changed. I released it in 2023 right before Rare Evo so I could perform the song at Rare Evo. You mentioned Rare Evo. You guys are going to see Ben Armstrong in it. Like I said, a lot of stuff has changed since then. But the song is too much of a banger and it's too appropriate to play this week. So I got to play this. It's too appropriate to not play this week. So I'm going to play this one time for the one time while we let everybody else jump in the live stream here. This is No Discussion by your boy Cassius Cuvée. And this is one of them ones right here, man. It's applicable to anybody who's ever used social media. So let's go.
Save this. So the next time some hater talking shit online, look at this song. It's the only response you gotta send them. No discussion.
Here at Rare Evo, you should come and see about it.
Some talk about it, we really be about it. You can keep your 2 cents about Bitcoin. Wait for it to pump to 10x, maybe then join. They can watch it, but the haters can't stop it. Me mugging like a meme who forgot to take profits online, no names. I don't like those lames, cause in person they be like, those some nice gold chains. It's an ice cold game, but I'm in sunny Colorado. About to dip on Cardano like I'm about to hit the lotto. Feeling like I gotta win, lots of reasons that I'm logging in. I seen Hoskinson walking in, I gotta talk to him. Y'all real know this ain't X Spaces where the haters say what they wouldn't say in our faces. In reality, they wouldn't even try to do nothing. There's a reason Ben got the low IQ button. No discussion. If you ain't talking about nothing, you ain't talking about nothing. You are a low IQ. No discussion. If you ain't talking about nothing, you ain't talking about nothing. You are a low IQ. No discussion. If you ain't talking about nothing, you are a low IQ. No discussion. If you ain't talking about nothing, you are a low IQ. No discussion. Unless it's something that I'm about to get. Me and my whole crew, always on that alpha shit. I'm from the town, but a bunch from the east side. A real boss baddie like the Dutch is a DeFi. We got AJ and DZ in this bitch. If you watch around the blockchain, you'll see we getting rich. I got 6 and honest with me. We ain't gotta chase dimes. Loudmouth hit me. 5 baddies on his FaceTime. Look, but they ain't even checking for the replays. These days, girls checking for the C phrase. But at least they not a toothless doofus who will call you ruthless without saying what the proof is. The truth is, you're less than a nuisance. And if the shoe fits, then I'm talking to you, bitch. You wouldn't do shit in real life drama. Flip the beef and turn the shrimp like a chef at Benihana. No discussion. If you ain't talking about nothing, you ain't talking about nothing. You are low IQ. No discussion. If you ain't talking about nothing, you ain't talking about nothing. You are low IQ. No discussion. If you ain't talking about nothing, you are low IQ. No discussion. If you ain't talking about nothing, you are low IQ. No discussion. I bet the trolls can't repost this. 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 You are as low IQ as there can be.
No discussion to any of the trolls out there. So check it out. Anytime somebody tries to troll you when you on social media, make sure you just post the link to that song and tell them no discussion, man. Don't go back and forth with no damn trolls, man. If you ain't talking about nothing, you ain't talking about nothing. Because we over here talking about something, man. Verified wave makers, man. We getting it on these trading charts. So where do we begin? Oh, my God, man. Appreciate the chat rocking with me. What's poppin'? It's your boy, Cassius Cuvée. This is the Come Up every Sunday at noon right here on YouTube, live streaming trading. You know, we go over scalping. We go over long-term swing trades. We do a whole bunch of different types of things on the chart. I have a lot of experience trading. I don't know if you guys know me, but I've been on CNBC. I've been on the cover of the Wall Street Journal. I make music while also talking about trading and investing and teaching people financial literacy. I follow stock market as well as crypto. So, man, right here, we're going to really just jump right into it, man. This is Ethereum, and that's where we're starting today. Because when we talk about altcoins, we talk about altcoin season, you got to watch Ethereum. Okay, Ethereum leads the altcoin market. Now, it doesn't mean that it has the highest performer percentage rate, but it's the largest market cap. So usually wherever it goes, you know, the altcoins are going to follow in that same direction, generally speaking. I'm going to talk about how I look for anomalies, and that's how I know when to short and do different types of things. But basically, Ethereum never reached this 4,000 mark. It looked like it was on a tear, man. It was outperforming Bitcoin. You know, I called this out. If you guys were in my private Discord group, the Profit Circle, you would have known I've been called out this date, August 1st. It really was, 10 days ago, so it was, or 2 weeks ago. It was on the show here. And I mentioned it like, okay, you guys realize that like alt season doesn't actually last very long when it comes, okay? So I've been in the game since 2021. I've been trading since 2020, 2021 hardcore crypto. And so I saw the whole run up and everything like that. And, you know, when we talk about alt season, what we really mean is all these low cap gems, the things that we love to buy for dirt cheap that go up 20x, 100x, or 50x, or whatever it is. And people talking about how to get rich overnight off that stuff. We have not seen that this year. Okay, and I need to make this very clear, or this cycle, I should say, we haven't seen it. So far, most of the alts, our biggest run-up was in November after the election. November, December, they peaked, and most of them did not return to all-time highs. Bitcoin did, okay? Ethereum never hit all-time high this cycle. So, in my opinion, we haven't had a real alt season, and I'm not convinced that we will get one. Now, a couple coins, XRP, BNB, hit all-time highs. Really not many, though, guys. There were some meme coins or whatever earlier, but all those crashed back down. And after, you know, January, and then most of them have not returned. So as far as I'm concerned, you know, we got a lot of altcoins, ETH killers, things that were supposed to be great, like Algorand, AVAX stuff that they peaked this cycle in November, December after Thanksgiving, and they haven't come back. So as far as I'm concerned, we have not seen an alt season, and I'm also not sure that we will. This has been Bitcoin's cycle, okay? But in the short term here, Ethereum is what has ran up. And this run from Ethereum all over from this bottom here all the way up was a pretty damn epic move, especially when you compare it to Bitcoin, which kind of stalled out sooner, right? This is July 14th, and this is Ethereum. Let's look at July 14th on Ethereum. July 14th Ethereum was here, and we still had an epic move. Like Bitcoin stopped right here, okay? And Ethereum went all the way up. Now, people were calling for 4,000, 4,000, 4,000. We never quite made it, and to me, that was a bad sign. I started loading the shorts pretty tough right here, okay? And look how fast it happens, right? Elevator up, escalator up. Well, in crypto, so we're going to talk about this. I showed you in the NASDAQ. So first of all, the NASDAQ is what leads all this. I really don't care what you guys say. I've been watching too closely for too long, all right? Crypto follows the tech index. So NASDAQ is tech heavy. These are stocks. And there's about 3,800 stocks in the NASDAQ or whatever. The NASDAQ 100 is the QQQ. Those are the top 100 tech stocks. Basically, they run the whole stock market, okay? They're way heavy outweighted. It's like 99% of the NASDAQ damn near, right? You know, we're talking about NVIDIA and Microsoft, these type of things. With them running up like that, Bitcoin usually follows it. And then the rest of crypto follows Bitcoin until altcoin season happens, and then alts follow Ethereum. And the reason why I am concerned, this is kind of a red flag, and the reason why I make so much money shorting and make big plays shorting is because I watch out for the signs and the anomalies and the things when trends diverge, okay? So first, the NASDAQ is just the most relentless rigged market of all time, okay? It's like totally ridiculous, man. Since down here, this has been an epic move. I don't think people really realize. If I put it on the weekly chart, and I call this out on Twitter, on the weekly chart here, this move, look at how many green weekly candles we had since the bottom of here. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green candles in a row, starting with this epic breakout here of the new all-time highs. And it was like, how many weekly candles do you think we're going to go? So first of all, I'm looking at like the NASDAQ is due for a pullback, okay? Sure enough, we got one. It gave back 2 weeks worth of gains in essentially a few days, right? But in 1 week. And so once that started, and I've been calling out every step of the way that altcoins are going to get tanked. So basically, I don't short Bitcoin. I don't even really short Ethereum once it was going this strong. But like, you have like 1.5 days. I called this out so many times along the way. This little dip right here. Look at this little dip. This is July 21st, 22nd, okay? Now let's just look at some, whatever coin, meme, whatever. If we go to July 21st, 22nd, that's probably here. That was a pretty big dip down for it, and this was actually one of the stronger ones. Let's see, like Ponke, right? That's when most of this tank started. You see you had a little delay. You had time to get short. And then when NASDAQ bounced back up again, this one did not. So then when it rolled over again, it went back down again. And this is what I talk about relative strength and relative weakness. So this is how I am determining this list. This is how I'm making this list of these shitcoins over here to short. They give you a much larger percentage move when they go down, and they're basically always looking to go down. So this is why I'm generally doing this. This is my general principle that keeps me on the winning side of trades. It keeps me consistently winning. So I always have to start by telling you guys that. I know we got scalping strategies and a lot of other stuff, but this is why I keep winning. So if we look in Phemex real quick, I got nothing but green down here. This is $0. I just entered this trade. But basically everything is green right now because I'm running with that principle. All right. So generally speaking, first of all, I want to trade the right tickers. All right. Trying to guess what Bitcoin is going to do. You don't really need to do that. You can see when Bitcoin starts stalling out, and then, the NASDAQ was going to stall out. Now I'm just waiting for Ethereum to give me a head fake down. And sure enough, all the altcoins tanked. All right. Especially the real shitcoins didn't have no business being up there. Now, in the profit circle, this is important. It's not just me. All right. So I'm going to put this on here real quick. I want to show you guys in the profit circle, we have multiple wave makers in there. Is what I call my people here. The wave makers are the ones who are contributing, and they're verified, and they're gonna. We were in here the last 2 weeks. We've been killing it. So if you say something in the chat, if you in a private group. So here's the thing: you can join a private group for free. The general chat is open right now for anybody, which is why when I started the show, we got the spammers in there. But basically, we're calling out stuff in the general chat, but the detailed stuff is over here on the other side, where we have all kinds of other stuff. So this is where we do like future trades. Let me show you. This is where we literally call out setups. Okay, people calling out setups. So you can get them some blueberries in there, killing them. Shout out Blueberry. We got my bullish tickers are in. These are all things that you can't get if you're just an unverified wave maker, because I want to keep spam out of these channels. So we got our wins. Man, we've been having a lot of wins lately in here. Again, not just me. We got other people winning too. All right. So basically, what I'm trying to say is this. You want to get over here so you can see the stuff without any spam or any junk or whatever. And the general chat is where everybody else talks. But we also, we post other stuff in here. We do post trade setup sometimes in here as well. And discuss, we will discuss our trades in real time over here. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Like people, I got people texting me and shit. I'm like, look, join the profit circle. Get in the general chat, just the general. Whatever trade you're in, just call it out. Say, hey, I entered this Bitcoin long. I entered this Bitcoin short. We all take a look at it. You see what I'm saying? And we'll help you out and be like, oh, this is what I'm seeing. We're going to look at market cipher B. I'm going to show you what the momentum waves are doing. We're going to show you support and resistance. And you get additional perspective on your trade. It's like free help. It's like a sanity check. You know what I'm saying? I highly recommend joining a trading group. I think you should join mine. Of all the other KOLs groups I've ever seen, I'm in mine the most. So you get direct access to me, and I'm in there all the time. So any trades, any questions, sometimes people have technical questions. I'm going to try to answer them the best I can. And we're going to help you out. So, again, it's not just me either. So we got other folks in there who are experienced who don't mind giving the game. So you know what I'm saying? So the way you join it for free for 1 year to get all the other stuff is all you have to do is create a Phemex account with my referral code that you see on the screen here. So just create account GMMNX5. There's actually a promotion going on right now where you get like bonuses if you sign up. You also get some special perks that I can't say live here, but there's special perks that you'll get by using my invite link that's going to make your life a lot easier on the platform of Phemex. So use this. Then when you go to Discord and you go to verify in the welcome channel, I'll show you that real quick. In the welcome channel, when you go to verify, it's going to ask you to put in, so here's the welcome channel. You can watch this video, I'll probably update this video, but they're going to ask you to verify, and all you do is use this bot and put in your user ID for Phemex, and then it'll automatically verify you. It'll take you to WAP. You just put in your card information. It'll say that it's free for 1 year, and then boom, you're in. That's it. So, you don't have to pay any money, bro. You just I just want real traders. You see what I'm saying? So there's no goofballs in there, and there's not a bunch of weirdos and shit. All right. So Ethereum is trying to push its way back. This is 3,500. This was big support and resistance. It came down, it bounced off. You see what I'm saying? It's like bouncing off right now. We'll see if it breaks back through again, but it's like try to bounce it here, holds down, boom. Now it's bumping his head on it right now. So we'll see. Bitcoin did pull up a little bit higher on this recent bounce. And I'm going to give you a quick fair warning. I'm looking at the 8-hour on Bitcoin, and I'm always cognizant of these green dots on the 8-hour. On Bitcoin, they do usually give you some type, especially deep one, some type of sign of reversal. You can see it happen here. But I want to say that Bitcoin is still showing me weakness. So I'm not afraid of a move like this. And again, I need to call out, Bitcoin has been strong. Bitcoin's pumping, but a lot of the other alts, this one's a little bit section. I'm shorting this one way up here. We're looking for opportunities. Oh, that's what I want to say in the profit group. We call out these kind of moves in real time. I'm like, hey, you guys, this one's pumping, or Blueberry call one out. Someone else will call one out. And then you see some of these lines where we got in, we shorted this crap all the way back down. This particular coin, we had funding fees. We're going to talk about that in a second. But these opportunities we call out in real time. So it's good to turn on notifications in the Discord as well. But basically, Bitcoin pumps. Bitcoin's giving us a decent pump today. 1.66% on Bitcoin in 1 day is not that bad. But like other altcoins are not really doing that. I'm looking for the ones that are doing it too much, right? I mean, a coin like Alice is not really doing anything. You see what I'm saying? It's bearish relative to Bitcoin. That's why when it was up here, I was shorting this shit all the way down. All right, Degen, one of my favorite shorts. Give me a little bit of bump here. But like you see, this is the easiest way to tell too. So this line is the CME gap for the weekend. That is an indicator over here that I use, which is Bitcoin CME gap. All right, right here. All right. All you do is turn on that indicator, and then it'll show you when the weekend starts. It's 3 o'clock my time. So the way I say relative strength or relative weakness is simply based upon what is happening relative to itself. So Degen, for example, it dropped down, right? Congratulations if you took profit here. Maybe you're still holding like I am on some stuff. But did it break back above this daily line, like this, where this line was? It kind of gives a fair measurement relative for the next couple days, right? And if you look at Bitcoin, come on, Bitcoin. Bitcoin did break above that. You see this line here for Bitcoin? Bitcoin did break above it. So Bitcoin is relatively strong, which is why I don't short Bitcoin. But I'm in these shorts, these shitcoins, and I'm still green. So just so you guys know, too, all this stuff, the reason why I don't spend hella time going over what's on here is because this is all open. This is my copy trading account. I'm a top trader on Phemex. You can see all of these positions in Phemex in real time. There's nothing, everything is transparent. So you don't even need to like squint on here. You can go, the link is in my in the description of this video. You can click on, it says the profit circles, like Phemex.com, blah, 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 the profit circle. And basically it's going to show you, it's going to take you to Phemex, and you're going to see all of my open positions. And basically the way it works is this. I started with about 10 grand in there. I'm over 12 grand now. It's only been a couple of weeks, man. We've been killing the last few weeks. But basically what it does is whatever amount of money you put in, it's going to copy that same percentage of your bankroll that I'm using, percentage of my bankroll. So right now I started with 10 grand. If I put $1,000 on a trade, that's 10%. You could have 100 grand copying me, and it will use 10,000, right? 10% of yours to go on the exact same trade automatically. So this is like a weird phenomenon to me. I'm on Twitter every day. I'm in the private group telling people every day you can copy trade me, and I got like 10 copy traders. I'm like, what? We've been doing nothing but killing it all week. Like, what? It's free money. You don't have to do shit. I do all of the work. I sit here and stare at these charts all day long, so you don't have to. And this time you don't even have to like you don't have to take my word for it. It automatically does it in Phemex for you. So that's that. We are getting a special request from Frenzy to look into the Breakout Prop short. Yes, we will look into Breakout Prop. All right. So Breakout Prop. This has been popular this year for me. A lot of people like Breakout Props. Let me just real quick, Frenzy, let me explain for people who don't know what Breakout Prop is, right? So Breakout Prop is a prop firm. It's available in the United States. You don't need a VPN or anything, where what you do is you purchase an evaluation. So you buy an evaluation. I always buy, whenever I buy one, it would be the top one, which means they'll give you $100,000 to trade with. Now, I got to say, they just raised their prices on that to be $999. So they're basically giving you 100x of the worth of the money to trade with. But there are some rules, okay? They're not just giving that away to anybody, all right? You have to make 10% to pass the evaluation. You have to make 10% before you lose 6%, okay? So all you have to do is purchase the evaluation. Breakoutprop.com, you go and make an account for free. That doesn't cost you anything. Then you go to the list. And then let me see here. Go to breakoutprop.com or something here. You go to their list, and basically you get to pick what, well, this is the tickers that they have. They have a bunch of tickers. They don't have as many as Phemex, though. So there's always pros and cons to this stuff. They don't have as many as Phemex. But basically you go here, you click sign up, okay? But these are all the rules. Just go to breakoutprop.com. Okay, here's the way it works here, right? So for the $100,000 one, it costs $999, okay? But you get a $100,000 bankroll to trade with. So the rules are, step one, if you do a step one goal, you got to make 10,000, which is 10%, before you lose 6,000 max drawdown, and you can't lose more than 4,000 in a single day. So don't screw it up. I have a video on my YouTube channel that gives you a strategy so you won't mess up all your money as soon as you join Breakout Prop. All right. And the evaluation fee is $9.99. Now here's the good news. Okay, you guys, I have a discount code. So you see the discount code on the screen here, GGRF7W. You get to save money on that $999 or any of the evaluations that you purchase. They are cheaper evaluations. You see, you can get a $50,000, $25,000, $10,000, $5,000. They're much cheaper, but the reason I always go for the $100,000 one whenever I have to purchase a new one, which is kind of rare, I've had the same one for a while. The reason why is because I rather have the large bankroll and only use a small amount of it, which brings me to this Moondeg short, Frenzy, this short here. So you can see I've been coming up, right? So let's see the trade history. Is it on there? I'm going to show yesterday's. You want to show last week? Let's see all these trades. Come on, trade history. Taking a second to load. Sometimes you got to refresh the page. I will say that. Sometimes you want to refresh the page, though. So that way, because when you have multiple charts, like I have a lot of charts open right now. When you have multiple charts, it does take some memory. So let me go back. Let's see, how can I go back to a little bit farther back? Come on. I want to show you the trade here. So this is the moon day. I was shorting, so that's why it says buy. I closed that. Let's see. Let's go. Last week, gonna show me last week? Last month, then? A lot of green. A lot of green on here, okay? So, yeah, this is the Moondeg short. So, the key I wanted to call this out. I posted on Twitter and I posted in the private group. I didn't use the whole 100 grand on this trade. I used like 4 or 5 grand. I didn't even use that much. So, let's see how many. It was 30K twice. So, 30K Moondeg. If I was shorting, it's only 90K is 70. So we'll call it 60K because it was 30K twice. That's only $4,800. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, Frenzy. I was killing him over here, bro. No red. I was killing him when I closed all these out. I knew it was the top, bro. I don't know what to tell you. If you guys follow me in a private group, I'm always calling when the top is. You know, I honestly short a lot more because I'm waiting for the opportunities. I'm going to talk about Wile E. Coyote in a minute, but I'm always waiting for these opportunities where these shit coins get way overbought than they're supposed to. And the first time Ethereum and the NASDAQ and Bitcoin falls, they tank extra hard. And that's one of the things we always call out in the profit circle in the private group, which is why go in there. Don't be afraid to say, what's up? Engage with me, and we're going to engage back with you and be like, what trade are you in right now? What are you looking at? What's your setup? What are you thinking about? How do you trade? You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about it in real time. But so, yeah, my point was it only cost me $4,800 of the $100,000, and I made $1,500 plus $1,800. So this is on the 4 hours. So, I mean, I'd have to, it's been a while now. I'd have to go back, right? But you can see, so basically, okay, you could tell I entered about here, and you see I'm pretty good at catching some of these peaks here, right? It was this one and this one. It was 2 entries, and then boom, rode it all the way down, and we got them out both right here. That's these two, okay? And my point is, right, I could have put in 20 grand worth. It would have made me a lot more money, obviously. But I'm being kind of conservative. That's the point I'm trying to make. So the people, I keep on hearing people get breached on Breakout Prop, it's because they're trying to use the whole 100 grand. You don't have to do that. There's no rule that says you have to do that. But what happens is when you purchase the smaller one, just psychologically, if I only have 10 grand, a lot of people will sometimes, like, then they want to use the whole 10 grand. And I'm like, well, if you want to use 10 grand, get the 100 grand one and then only use 10%. Because what ends up happening is one false move and then it reverses, and then you get breached hella quick. You get that minus 4% in a day. And if anything, don't get minus 4% in a day. If you're gonna get breached, get breached like getting hit over multiple days, and you get the minus 6%. You know what I'm saying? And I want to call this out too, man. I've been thinking about this all week since last show. All right. In trading, I don't think I've ever had death by 1,000 cuts. And what that means is when you set a stop loss, right? So if you go here, you say protection order, okay? Use this protection order. You click this box open. You set a stop loss. Breakout Prop is cool because you can set your stop loss by price, which of course you just put in a price, or pips, which is how many blips or how many units, whatever ticker you're on. Then you've got it projected loss. So this could be money. It's like, look, I don't want to lose more than $1,000. Period. Because I know if I lose $4,000 over in a day, then I'm going to get breached. So I'm only doing 3 trades for $1,000 each. If they all die, I will not get breached today. Okay, you get what I'm saying? So you can just do money. Or you can do percentage of your balance. And the percentage of your balance, well, maybe that's better for you because we know that 4% a day or 6% overall, this is going to say, don't make me lose more than 0.5% or more than 1% of my bankroll in this trade. So that way you know you're not going to get breached. Stop losses are key. And again, so I want to finish my thought on this. I've never gotten wrecked on death of 1,000 cuts. And I want, one more thing, by the way, too, for people participating, just joining the show here. I do have a rap coming up, a new rap that I wrote yesterday. And basically, we're going to have that coming up here about halfway through the show. About these markets, just the mood I've been in, you know what I'm saying? But so stay tuned for that, for sure. Don't leave yet. I definitely want to call that out. I forgot to call that at the beginning. But let me go back to Breakout Prop. Okay, so use your stop losses. So I never had death by 1,000 cuts. That's never happened to me on Phemex. It's never happened to me on stocks. It's never happened to me on Breakout Prop. And when I say that, I mean I've never gotten like stop loss, 25 stop losses in a row, and then all my money got lost. It's never happened to me. What has happened to me is when you try to go big and you try to YOLO and you try to do too damn much, and then all of a sudden one quick move against you, one scam wick, and boom, you're breached. Or boom, all of a sudden you got a dent in your bankroll. You get what I'm saying? Or boom, you're liquidated. That has happened before. Or you try to average down. And, it's going to reverse. You average down. Don't do that. Don't do the average down shit. Maybe if you know you have a strategy, like sometimes I'm entering a shitcoin. I know sometimes it likes a short squeeze. I set an entry position that was small. In my brain and on the screen, maybe I have a limit order. I'm like, okay, I'll average down once. You know what I'm saying? Like I know that that's part of the play. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you don't want to keep chasing the dragon, averaging down. That's how you end up losing way more money than you thought you're going to lose all at once. Because you're like, whoa, my bankroll took a big hit because I'm in 3 or 4 times and it keeps going against me. So you don't want to do that. You want to set your trade, set your protection order, and have your stop loss. And then boom, if you get stopped, you sit back, you look at it, you come back to trading view, and you're like, what's really going on? You know what I'm saying? And you reset and you're like, okay, well, look, here's the best part. market's running momentum. So we got this 8-hour momentum wave in Bitcoin. It might keep running for a while until this actually rolls over. Let me pull out my brush here. When this actually starts to roll back over again, and we'll get a red dot here in the 8-hour. I don't know how high Bitcoin price will be based upon the momentum waves, but basically price will start to do this, and then boom, it might come way back down. I mean, that's what I'm betting on right now. I usually don't like to hold through an 8-hour red dot on Bitcoin, but then again, I'm not shorting Bitcoin. I'm shorting shitcoins. So like Bitcoin may pump and they may not do nothing. That is my bet, and that is a safe bet that for what I've been doing this whole time, not financial advice. So basically, once the momentum wave starts going against you, you can just cut your losses and get out and wait and then re-enter. As a matter of fact, I did it last night while I was asleep trading Ponke. I'll show you a real life example right here. So here's the thing, you guys. Part of the reason I don't trade everything on Breakout either is because they don't have all the tickers. Phemex is where you get all the tickers I like to short. Breakout Prop used to have a lot more. A lot of them got delisted. They've got too low liquidity. So Phemex here, right? I had entered this Phemex trade. Let me zoom in. I had entered it last night, late, just seeing if I could catch a move. And I called it out, by the way, in the profit circle. You could see I was just trying to catch this quick one. Boom, catch this quick one. I thought that was a big move. I entered right here. Thought maybe come back down. It decided to do and stop me out on these candles. Okay, no problem. See that when I wake up in the morning, right? Again, I had a small position size. So I waited and I watched. And it's one of these points, it started doing this. I don't know what I was looking at. Maybe I was looking at this red. I think I was looking at this red candle here. What time does that say? 6 a.m. Probably was this. And then I think I entered right here. I re-entered. Same position size, nothing extra, you know what I'm saying? Like nothing crazy. And I'm thinking like if this rolls over, Bitcoin rolls over, starts going back down, risk versus reward, it's okay. But my point is I didn't average down, double down. Maybe you could argue I should have had a higher stop loss. I could have, but like that was the play. It wasn't a big play. I only did one of these because I'm green on all my other trades because I was already in them. See what I'm saying? I was already in them down here. So basically, I'm already winning my trades right now, so I'm not chasing anything right now. That's not what I'm doing. I don't like chasing. It's better to be late than early, but I don't like chasing after I've already got winning trades. I don't want to lose money. So I'm still bearish at the moment. I'm thinking, we get a little weekend pump. It all depends on what the NASDAQ does on Monday. I don't think that the NASDAQ is going to be, it might have a green day, might have a bounce, but I don't think it's going to be sustainable. I just don't. Again, I called this out. I said, look, altcoin season last 2 weeks is like 2 weeks ago when Bitcoin and Ethereum broke away from each other and Ethereum started winning. We saw Bitcoin dominance drop. And then as soon as the NASDAQ started pulling back, I was like, bruh, that might have been it. And then I said on the 1st, which was when the tariff news was supposed to come. And someone shout out to the chat. Someone mentioned the tariffs in there. That was when the day the tariffs are going to be announced. And, whether it was because of the tariffs or not, I don't know. All these things just happen to have confluence of timing on the news and everything else. And then that's when the market's tanked. All right. So you wanted to ask me, so how did I manage to catch the top of the candles? Well, I'm going to tell you, for me specifically on a coin like Moondeg, let's pull up Moondeg here on TradingView. Moondeg is one of them ones that is a serious meme coin. This over here, so I'm looking at history first of all, okay? I've been tracking this coin for a while. I have a short. This line up here is a real short I have in Moondeg right now. When it was down here, it was up like 5,000%, and it will come back down, and I will be up 5,000% again on this short. But, that's never going to happen again, so now we got to try to catch the next peak. So look, boom. I'm looking at history. It did one of these, we came all the way back down, and then boom, we had this next pump again in May. Okay, this is a fake short squeeze, or whatever you want to call it, all right? A fake new hype. All these coins are fake. Sorry, but meme coins are not going to carry us to the promised land. All right, you guys. Someone asked me about Algo in the chat. Riley Lewis, what's poppin', man? How's Algo looking? We'll get to Algo in a second, Riley, since you asked. First, though, we're looking at Moondeg here because Frenzy asked about that. So I'm looking at this coin like, okay, look, bro, what the hell you doing up here? You get what I'm saying, Frenzy? I'm already got my intent, and I did actually short it. You can see I had an orange line here. I saved some of the lines. Sometimes you got to get rid of them. It gets ridiculous. But I've been in and out of this coin so many damn times. You see these epic pumps. And then you got to take profit because they might squeeze again, or the moment you see them squeeze, you get out, or you move your stop loss down. Blueberry's good at this. We'd be like, okay, we're in profit, move the stop loss down. So if some scam whip comes against you, boom, you take your profit, still a nice gain. And you'll see all that in the wins channel. So if you guys are new here, I got a wrap coming up here in a few minutes. I got a new wrap I'm going to show you guys. Also, join the private group. I cannot stress this enough. You can ask all your questions in real time. Talk about whatever trade you want. The private group, just one time for the new people who join. The private group is my private Discord. It's called the Profit Circle. Come on, it's right here. You can join it for free. And all you have to do is click the link in the description of this video, and you'll get to the general chat for free. Anybody can jump in there. But then also, what do you say? Insane value for free. Someone said right here. Right on. Appreciate that. Yeah, man. I mean, you get direct access to me. And for all of my friends out there who be texting me, just join the group, please, and tell me about your trades. Okay, you know who you are. I love you, but we can all talk about it together. And by the way, it's not just me. So if I'm not available, there's other people in here. But then to become a verified wave maker, you get access to all the other channels. So this is like the market analysis where I go deeper. I'll leave voice recordings. Like I basically predicted the whole entire weekend what was going to happen here. I don't know if you guys can hear this. Oh, I don't know if that works. Anyways, go in there and listen to that. Like I definitely predicted this whole freaking weekend. Okay, so like this stuff is not for everybody because I don't want a bunch of spam in all these chats. You feel me? So we got this kind of we have our wins channel. People can post their wins in there. We got hella wins. We got hella wins this last 2. We've been killing them. You guys can copy trade me on Phemex too. We got the let's see. The other one that's pretty cool is we got the future trades where people will literally put their trade setups. Like right when they enter, some of the verified wave makers. Where the hell is it? But you can't see all this stuff until you get verified. So when you come in here, you want to go to the welcome, and then you want to get verified. You get 1 year for free. All you got to do is a blockchain cowboy in the house. What's popping, blockchain cowboy? All you got to do is verify that you created a Phemex account with my referral link. So you see on the screen here, GMMNX5. You create a Phemex account with my invite link, and then boom, you're in here. Jesse in the house. What's popping, Jesse? We got some people in the house here been rocking with me for a minute. Good to see y'all. And yeah, I got a rap coming too, Jesse, pretty soon here in Blockchain Cowboy. But we were going over I wanted to say for the people who just joined how to join the private group for free. All you do is create an account with Phemex, my invite link, and then when you come to the welcome message, it'll ask you to put in your user ID number here, and then you get verified. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. You get 1 year for free, so then they'll take you to WAP and you put in information. It says 365 days for free. Boom, you're in. It's as simple as that. All right. But back to this real quick. We are on Moondeg. Where's my trading chart? Okay. So first I'm on the daily, right? You zoom out, top down. We're really giving great insights in the general chat too. So top down. It should be totally worth it. It's free. The main reason why I want you guys to use the Phemex account is because I want real traders in here. I don't want a bunch of nonsense going on. You know what I'm saying? I want real traders in the group. So anyways, this pumped, and so then you start zooming in here like, bruh, like this is over at skis, all right? And this is where I always talk about the Wile E. Coyote. You feel me? Currently in the hospital. Oh, shoot, man. I hope you get better, Jesse. Oh, man, being in the hospital sucks. All right, we're gonna talk about the Wile E. Coyote real quick. Broke my hip on a bicycle. God damn. Sorry to hear that, bro. Get well soon. Take it easy, man. You know, honestly, I take care of my step pops. He's had both of his hips replaced. He's had a stroke and stuff. He's 80 years old. So I look after him. I know how tough a hip accident can be. So, man, I feel for you, man. That's a tough one. Okay, Wile E. Coyote. All right, let me click this. These are altcoins. All right, so this is to answer your question, Frenzy. Exactly here. All right. DeFi UA. I forgot to call you out, man. Thanks for joining. All right, so Wile E. Coyote is altcoins. All right. What ends up happening is Bitcoin. Let me come back to this real quick. Bro, how do you work now? How do you work now? Breakout. I'm not sure what that means. Be more specific there. So real quick though, Moondeg, right? Because this is the trade I made in Breakout Prop. I saw a pump like this, and even after this, I'm like, why is this ticker up here on July 27th when Bitcoin, let's see what Bitcoin was doing on July 27th. Bitcoin on July 27th, where's July 27th? Bitcoin started to fall on July 27th. So basically, I'm just like, it's a risk versus reward trade that says we're seeing the top of this here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think this is going to keep going up. I know this is a bearish ticker. Like, it wants to go down eventually. You see what I'm saying? Oh, I had circled this. Did some trading there. Oh, I was driving. I remember now. I was driving and I was doing this damn short squeeze. I highly recommend not doing that. Yeah, the payout is good on Breakout Prop. So Breakout Prop, I went over earlier. Basically, all you need is to purchase an evaluation. Then you got to pass the evaluation, and then you can get paid out every single day. That's cool. It's on demand. That's about as cool as it's going to get. They just pay you out every day. So Breakout Prop's cool. And you can take as much time as you want to pass the evaluation, too. This is important. You don't, and remember, use my discount code. I got a discount code, GGRF7W. Always use the discount code. Use that as many times as you want on whatever evaluation you want. That's Breakout Prop doesn't really do sales or promotions. They only work with people like me who have an affiliate link. So use my affiliate link. Full disclosure, I get a small commission. It's not very much, but at least that way, you get a discount. So use that. GG anytime you want. It's at checkout. So basically, what I'm looking for is this Wile E. Coyote. So back to this. I'm looking at coins that, let's say, what is this date here? This was July 27th. I'm looking for coins that basically, when Bitcoin started to fall, Ethereum was still kind of running, but when those are like over their skis, I'm assuming that it's like Wile E. Coyote. It looks back and it's like beep beep, whoo, and they just fall hard, man. It's that escalator up right here. Let me go back to this. It's kind of that escalator up and elevator down. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm like, altcoins like react late sometime. Maybe it's only a day late. You get what I'm saying? But that's enough time. Hell, it might be an hour late, but that's enough time for you to enter your shorts right up here and then ride them all the way down. You know what I'm saying? You get to see that this is turning around. Boom, get in there. And, I'm waiting for Bitcoin to lead it first. Bitcoin first starts showing me some weakness. ETH starts showing me some, because look, I drew these a couple days ago, these blue lines here on Bitcoin. I drew these here a couple days ago, these arcs. I was mostly just connecting this. I'll draw a little circle here. Oh, not you. I was mostly just connecting these bottom wicks here. My circle, my favorite. And I was kind of curving down, and then sure enough, that was before this happened. And then also up top here, mostly the bottom one though. And sure enough, like Bitcoin was making a lower low. I mean, clearly you could see the trend. To me, I don't need to draw the lines. I called this out in the profit circle. I don't really need to draw the lines, but I'm like, I could see that this is pointing down. Also, real quick, while we're here, Amy asked me about this one. These trend lines here, the KC plus SR. So the KC plus SR is an indicator that it's basically like showing trend lines, but it's based off a formula. It has to do with, I guess, like some VWAPs and some, I don't know, basically some momentum indicators. I don't know the exact math for it, but to me, I like it a little bit more than just your SMA, EMAs. I have those, but I don't really use them. They start clogging up the screen. There's a whole bunch of shit on here. You start getting too many damn lines. Basically, what this shows me is a trend line for any ticker. Let's get it off. Yep. Bitcoin for a second here. And it's showing me like the middle line, right? This green is the middle of the two. And so you kind of start seeing some trends, like see it might hug the green and come back down. I don't specifically trade off of it, which is why I'm not over here recommending it like with some strategy. When it bounces off this, then you enter here. I'm not saying that. And of course it changes on different time frames too. Right? It's gonna be a little bigger, right? As you go up in bigger time frames. But it kind of showing you this trading range. Is like Ethereum, it was riding bullish this whole time above this, and then it crossed way down again, and now we're bearish. You feel me? And so this is actually the screenshot that Amy was talking about, because I posted this 3,500 is the support and resistance line, SR line. Kind of bounced, broke under, and now it looks like now the support becomes resistance, and now it looks like Ethereum is breaking off that. I think she thought I was talking about this blue line here. There's some truth to that as well. They happen to be at the same level right here, where this is like, it's kind of, it's like this broke out of here and then rode it up. You know what I'm saying? That could happen on Ethereum, but on the downside now, and it'll ride it back down. That's when we can see what it looks like on another side, right? This is when it was flat. Oh, Ethereum went up twice. I'm trying to get back to April, or before April. So you see now it's hugging the bottom side of this. And that's kind of just how that is. It's more just like a guide, just kind of showing me. It doesn't, you see it kind of moves, it wiggles. They're not like a consistent thing. Like I said, there's some kind of formula. And basically, I'm just using it to give me some trend line action. And it zooms in more depending on what time frame you're on. So that's the KC Williams indicator. Definitely want to talk about that. So good day, ladies and gentlemen. Crypto Princess in the house. Shout out Crypto Princess. Make sure you subscribe to Crypto Princess's channel. She had me on as a guest. So we've got to give love to Crypto Princess. She's active in the travel group as well for the crypto influencers. Crypto Princess, I know you've probably seen I'm hosting the the Influencer Awards, the Crypto Influencer Awards in Las Vegas here in a week. So I'm not sure if you're going to make it or not. I know you're in the UK, but shout out to all the crypto influencers out there doing your thing. All right. Yep, Jesse's in the house. So we're going to take a quick break. All we're going to do is I got to show you guys the new wrap, man. I've been on this chill vibe hype. I was at the winery, you know what I'm saying? Your boy Cassius Cuvée has just been chilling. So we're going to take a quick break from the charts, and I'm going to show you the new wrap of the week since we got a crew in here. Check it out. Let's get it popping. was banging this at the winery all day. Check it out.
I don't really care what the Fed says. I'm still getting paid on the red days. You know the proper circle make great plays. I can solve all the charts like a straight maze. It's a hedge, I ain't worried about the downfall. Shitcoin king, I ain't scared to wear the crown, y'all. I don't need all the indicator widgets. If it's 10x leverage, then I'm making triple digits, best believe it. You can even copy trade it when I see it's overbought. Then indeed I gotta fade it when I find a new thing. Then believe I wanna save it. I can't pick one, I ain't even got a favorite. I'm a verified wave maker, straight wave making. You scared to like the post? Boy, you better stop the hating. I'm diversified, I ain't only talking trading. Just like my girls, got them all cooperating. Let's go. It's a come up.
Cassius Cuvée. Yo, we back in this thing. It's your boy Cassius Cuvée, man. That's how I'm feeling on this Sunday fun day right there, man. Fire, shout out Blockchain Cowboy and Frenzy. I know y'all feeling that one, man. That's the one right there, boy. We got big things popping, man. I was going to perform at the Influencer Awards, but now I'm hosting it. I'm not sure if I'm going to perform, but maybe perform something like that, man. We got some laid out, chill out. You know, man, we having a little Sunday fun day in the summertime. So, you know, we got to do it big out here. But all right, where was we? Got a lot of stuff here. We got the Williams Indicator, Escalator Up, Rare Evo Influencer Awards. If you guys didn't watch the beginning of the show, then you can watch my YouTube channel, the No Discussion music video. I also have, I posted on Twitter. The last time I was at Rare Evo was in 2023, and I performed there. We had a great show, and it shows like a clip of all the events, you know, different things that happened to different influencers, people I was hanging out with the banging ass beat in the background. Check out my Twitter for that, and or if you can find it back on my old Instagram or something. But basically, we're going to be doing it big in real life. And you know, Cassius Cuvée, that's what I do, man. I'm in real life, fam. You know what I'm saying? Riley asked me about Algorand. Okay, so let's see. Algorand, if you guys don't know, is near and dear to my heart. As a matter of fact, at the last Influencer Awards, me and AJ performed Just Pay Me in Algo. I posted that on Twitter as well. If you haven't seen that, Adam Charles posted it and I reposted it. Our performance, I think it was just yesterday. So if you guys want to go back and tour, maybe the day before yesterday, and you can see my performance of Just Pay Me an Algo on there. What do you think about Fartcoin? Okay, first let's look at Algorand. So here's the thing, man. I'm very disappointed in Algorand price action. You know, the tech is fire. I don't really know what to do to get people to use it, to be honest with you, right? Like I'm doing my part, man. I don't work for the foundation, but this is my concern. And I have to say this. Oh, let me see. I have to say this because this looks like a lot of altcoins. Okay, this is not just Algorand. I know people want to pick on Stacy or whatever. This is how a lot of altcoins look as you go down the charts, right? And I mean, let's look at AVAX. See if it looks. AVAX looks almost exactly the same. They don't got nothing to do with each other, you know. So let's look at Dogecoin. I got Dogecoin right here too, almost exactly the same. Okay, so this is Dogecoin. This is Algorand. These charts look almost identical. They pump like crazy right after the election. They peak in here, Denver, December was, shortly after Thanksgiving, came down. You got a little more pump. January, shit the bed like everybody else, okay? What's concerning to me is that we had the pump in May and shit, and we only came back to here. And this is why I keep saying this is Bitcoin's market. Bitcoin has made how many all-time highs since this all-time high in January, okay? We've been going up, Where the hell is all these altcoins? And these are good projects too. This is not like some meme coin that has no utility or anything like that. This is what we're supposed to look at as Web3 for the future. And all I can say, man, is Web3 is not real yet. I'm still holding my bags. I never sold any Algorand. I won't be selling. I've been holding for years, But to me, this is scary to me. Okay, what's this altcoin season that we're supposed to have? Where's this 20x's? To me, that's the kind of shit that's altcoin season. I just need 10x. I don't need 20%. You feel me? Like, we can't even break the previous high of last year? Ooh, you get what I'm saying, man? Like, I don't know, cuz. So this is why I learned to trade in both directions. You know what I'm saying? This is why I'm calling it out. Maybe this will be a next cycle coin. I don't know. I think it'll be around next cycle, whereas these meme coins, I know that they won't. That's why I'm shorting them all the way to nothing. I got a new music video coming out, too, called Crashing Waves. I'm holding back on that, but that's my little bit of commentary on the altcoins versus the meme coins. But, yeah, man, it's looking pretty tough, man. Now, Fartcoin is a meme coin, and Fartcoin it's been on my bullish ticker list because it's been bullish, relatively speaking. It did slow down. It was really bullish coming here out of so this is coming out of April. and then it slowed way back down again. And, you know, again, it's like a meme coin. You never know when it's going to run out of steam. Hey, fart coin, you never know when it's going to run out of steam. And it looks like it's running out of steam. Okay? I mean, this is, bro, like, there's nothing you can do to tell me that this is bullish. Now, what I will say is we're getting down here. We want to see a green dot on the 1 day, but I got to tell you, it ain't a green dot until it is one. All right? And these 8 hours things and price going down, this Christmas tree lights, that's not a good sign, man. You know, things are trying to find a bottom. Obviously, this is a strong level of support here for Fartcoin. Pretty obvious. If it were to bounce, though, I don't see it doing one of these going all the way back up to the top because of the simple fact that, like, these coins get their turn and then that's all they get. Let me go to the pin right here. Like, what makes it come back up to here, or I should say at least breach out of here? You know what I'm saying? Like, Bitcoin and all these other coins are holding up so much better. What is so special about Fartcoin that's going to bring a whole bunch of money in and buyers in? It's just going to make it pump. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't see it breaking way out of anything, even if it were to pump. Now, granted, you have to have an overall bullish overall sentiment for the whole entire market to even consider a move this big. You got to think a whole reversal's coming and we're going to make new all-time highs in Bitcoin. If you don't think we're about to breach 124,000 in Bitcoin, this ain't happening, cuz. You see what I'm saying? The risk is to the downside. And full disclosure, I sold a lot of Bitcoin at 123,000. I mean, right at it. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? You got to take profits on the web. Do I think it could go higher? I do. I really do. But the altcoins, a lot of them are not. And that's why I have a bearish bias on the ones that do literally nothing. Because, like, TradFi is not going to come in and buy $1 billion worth of Fartcoin, bro. It's not going to happen. You see what I'm saying? And so that's why I'm looking for these shit coins. You know, the one short that we're in right now, let me show you. There's a squeeze. Blueberry had called this one out in the private circle here. ASR. This move. Give me a freaking break. Turns out it's some, like, soccer club or something like that. You know what I mean? That's a shit coin, bro. This shit's going to fall. I'm going to ride this puppy all the way back down, okay? I will hold that baby. I mean, it's in. You can see it in my copy trading group. You know, this one I'm up right here, whatever. It's one of the biggest green ones I have, you know? And it's like, we just ride it all the way down. Remember, you guys can copy me for free. Like, you don't do anything except create a Phemex account, put how much money in you want to copy me, and then the same percentage of my bankroll I put on a trade, it goes in your bankroll. So I started with like 10 grand. I'm over 12 grand now. If I put on $1,000, you know, there'd be 10% or 12% in this case, or whatever it is right now, or I should say 10% of 12 grand would be, 12%. I don't know, whatever it is. 10% is 10%, but it'd be 10% of your bankroll as well. And so if you copy me with 100 grand, it doesn't really matter. It's just the same percentage. It doesn't matter the money. So, like, I'm in all these on my copy group, and you can see them on the website. So in the description of this video, you're going to see the link to Phemex and to the copy trading account. I have videos on my YouTube channel as well showing how to get there. Matter of fact, if you guys haven't seen it yet, tell a friend to check out my copy trading. I don't understand why anybody would not want to copy me when you don't have to do any work and I'm winning. All my stats are on there. So here in my videos, you will see I just made how to copy me on Phemex. It's 2 minutes long, okay? It'll show you how to do it, all right? It's so easy. So you can do that and just put some money in there and copy me. Just you want to use my invite link on the screen here for Phemex to create an account. GMMNX5 if you don't already have one. And then that's what you're going to do to create an account. So let's see. Is there anything else I want to do? Oh, the funding fees. I got to talk about this. You guys, this was real, okay? This was real. You have to know this, all right? This is important. Funding fees. So this one, Omni, OMNI, this one here. This ticker, I was in this trade earlier, like, I don't know, a few days ago or something. After this short squeeze, look at this epic short squeeze. This is bullshit, okay? This is going to come back down. This is fake. This coin is dog shit, all right? It's coming back down again, right? So this pump happens. You got to be careful because you don't want to enter too soon. You'll get stopped out, or even worse, to try to average down. So, but it's going to fall. Like, I know it is. So it's now a matter of not if, it's a matter of when. So now we enter the short. I enter the short up here, and I caught this first quick move, and I was like, oh, it's going to fall. And then it did one of these. I mean, I was still green. I had a great entry. It was like here or something, right? So all this shit was happening. I was still green. But what was happening is the funding fees were killing me. So sometimes you have these low liquidity fees. What the exchanges will do in order to make money off them is they'll raise their funding fees. That's up here. Move out the way. This here. You got to watch out for this. It's also on the phone app. I don't know if you can see it on this screen here. Let me see if I can unlock this and lower this a little bit. Oh, shit, it doesn't lower it. Basically, it'll show you, though, the funding fees. And it was like a higher percentage. And what happens is when you look at your realized gains down here, you're going to start noticing that this shit was going negative. See, it says negative $2 right now, but I'm up $61. This was like, I was like up $80, and this was at minus $50. So the fees were killing me, and I don't know when I closed it. I was like up 80, and I had to close it like 60. I only made like $20 or something, right? Percentage-wise, that's terrible. So you've got to watch the funding fees here in order to make sure you're not getting screwed. You're going to watch them here. You're going to notice it here probably first, but also that's the one downside of trading these shit coins. You know what I'm saying? Like I saw him saying in the rap, I'm the shitcoin king. You got to watch these funding fees right here. That will get you. Definitely got it. I mean, it just literally ate like all my profits. It was like every hour was $2. So luckily they dropped it again, which is why I re-entered this coin, but I've been keeping an eye on it just in case. You might go to sleep and wake up and they've adjusted them. Now, the good thing is they'll send you usually an email and an alert on that phone app itself that'll let you know. And sometimes I'll just close the trade, bro. It's not really worth it, man. There's a million other fish in the sea, right? But this is a coin that I know is going to drop, and it drops a big percentage when it drops. So, like, it was worth the re-entry. And I caught, like, this peak right here. And so then no. Take that back. I think I caught this peak. It gave me one more pump right here. I caught this peak, and boom. It's playing out. I'm going to take profit right there. I might take profit early or something like that. Ultimately, this is where we are right now. I'm watching this. These are my concerns, okay? So let me look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is bouncing right now. The good news is a lot of the altcoins are not. Bitcoin's having a bounce. It just pulled back. I'm not bullish, y'all. I mean, this feels like it could be the little Sunday. People hope that Sunday bounce and then Monday. But this is what happens. People start figuring out what the hell is going on. They start front running. And, they think everything's going to tank on Monday, so they start selling early on Sunday. And I think that's starting to catch up to us here. I really do. I think that this is people start knowing, okay, Bitcoin is going to run right now, but it's going to jump on Monday. Let me get out. Because we don't know what the NASDAQ's going to do yet. But here's the clue. This is the trick, you guys. This ticker right here, I always call it out. NQ1 exclamation point. NQ1 exclamation point. This is the NASDAQ 100 E-mini futures. So this is the one that trades after hours and stuff. Now, it is closed on the weekends, but it'll open at 3 o'clock my time. And you're going to see movement pre-market essentially until the opening bell, and it'll move after the bell. Now, you can't look back hella far in time because it's a futures, so there's like it like decays over time. It has like exaggerated movement. It won't look exactly like the NASDAQ. But when you're after hours just from the previous day, this ticker, add it to your list, NQ1 exclamation point. So this kind of shows you what the NASDAQ is doing after hours, and you'll see that it generally kind of follows Bitcoin usually. It's not live right now, so we don't know. You'll see it gap up or down or wherever the hell it's going to do in a couple of hours. Bitcoin, though, yeah, see, this pump feels fake, bro. Feels like a little dead cat bounce to me. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so what gap on the QQQ will be filled, but will it continue? So there's a gap on the QQQ, but the way you get a blockchain cowboy, the way you get a clue on what the gap will be is you look at the NQ1 exclamation point. That's will tell you what the gap is going to be before it happens, basically, because you're going to see this move, and then you're going to know where the Qs are going to open, basically. But is that your question exactly there? It says the gap will be filled, but will it continue? Oh, you mean the gap up? So, okay. He's saying the gap up this way on the Qs. I got to tell you, I mean, the NASDAQ is the most bullish market of all times. I swear to God. It's like relentless. Yeah, this gap could fill in the first 45 minutes of the day, and then that'll be the end of it. I don't know, man. The NASDAQ has been shocking me this entire run that it's just so damn relentless. I think there's a little bit of TINA, which is there is no alternative. But here's the thing. Here's the problem, right? Even when this happens, even if let's say the NASDAQ does bounce back and we just continue this run, that doesn't mean Bitcoin or crypto will, because this is the NASDAQ, but here is Bitcoin. You see what I'm saying? It's been dropping. So it's like if the NASDAQ drops, crypto drops. If the NASDAQ goes flat, crypto might go flat and it might drop. If the NASDAQ goes up, crypto will wait to see and then it'll go up. It's not a guarantee that crypto will go up when the NASDAQ goes up, but it is a guarantee that crypto will drop when the NASDAQ drops. I've been saying this entire cycle, and it's rang true this entire cycle. I don't know what to tell you. Crypto is attached to the tech stocks. It's just what it is. Bitcoin, I believe in it long term as it's a hedge against inflation and all that kind of shit, but hell, the NASDAQ is too. Now, percentage-wise, if you buy in dips or you buy in a bear market, Bitcoin is going to way outperform the NASDAQ to the upside. But when you're short-term trading, if I start seeing a dip in the NASDAQ, I'm getting short. I'm not staying long in any altcoins for sure. And altcoins will get hammered if the NASDAQ drops. Right? I'm staying on Ethereum. See, look, Ethereum, it's not breaking above this 3,500. And this is what I was talking about, Amy, that this line here. This is when support becomes resistance. Boom, it's bouncing up. Bounced off it once. Look, I don't know if you guys see that. Bounced off of here. Oops. It bounced off of here. Look at the circle. It bounced off of here. And it bounced off of here. I forgot how shortcut. You know? Is it going to keep bouncing? So then when do we enter? This is what I lean on all the time. This is Market Cipher B. Okay, you guys. This is my number one indicator. This down here. I always say down here, this oscillator is the cake, and this is the frosting. It ain't no cake without it ain't no frosting without no cake, right? So basically, I think that it's 80% is down here. And then I go up here and I start looking at support and resistance. So I don't want you guys to think that I'm only looking up here. I'm looking down here first. And I'm seeing, okay, we got a red dot here. That was like the first bounce. Got a green dot. Okay, I tried to make a push on the 1 hour. But boom, it got rejected again. Only a matter of time before this comes. Now on the 2 hour, do we have a red dot yet? Probably not. 2 hour red dot has not occurred yet. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of people, it depends on the ticker and it depends on the timing, but a lot of people will be like, the 1 hour reversal is not enough, especially when it's fighting an 8 hour green dot. Right? We've got an 8 hour green dot now here. That's a stronger wave. Think about the momentum waves like waves in the ocean. I was explaining this to my friend. It's kind of hard via text message. So in Market Cipher B, these time frames have different waves, but they roll up to each other. So this is the 8 hour wave. Look at this wave real quick as I go down the time frames. Here's the 6 hour wave. Right? It's like it's front running the 8 hour, which is the 4 I'm going down. This is what I do all day long, guys. 2 hour, 1 hour. It's like you see how this seems like it looks nothing like the 8 hour right now. But when you roll it up, now the 2 hour, you can start to see how these waves, so just like waves in the ocean, when two little waves end up crashing and making a big wave. Also, again, my song Crashing Waves. You see how it starts rolling up into a bigger wave, and before you know it, it's just only one wave with one dot, boom, 6 hour, and then boom, 8 hour. And so then it's only a matter of time before boom, we get a 12 hour dot. The question is, by the time this 12 hour dot comes, has the move already happened? That's the question. Just because a 12 hour dot come doesn't mean all of a sudden everything's going to go straight to the moon. And you want to know a little secret? You want to know why? Because look at the weekly. We're going to get a dot here on a weekly. Now, that takes a long time for the weekly wave to roll over. Not 1 week. It takes weeks. Okay? But like, there is no green dot on the daily, right? So none of these bigger waves, these are all pointing down, right? 4 day red dot. So just because you got an 8 hour red dot doesn't mean everything's going straight up. I mean, 8 hour green dot doesn't mean everything's just going to go up, or even when a 12 hour green dot comes, everything's going to, nah. Because that 12 hour green dot is fighting against the 4 day, which is fighting against the 3. And, these are big waves pressing down on it. So, anyways, that's pretty much all I got for y'all today, man. And it looks like we're going to end with the wrap one time. Have a great Sunday fun day. It's a shame that some people dropped off when I was explaining the most important part, which is the Market Cipher B waves. Like, this is how we make money right here with Market Cipher B. This is a go-to right here. But I'm going to end with the wrap one time. And we're going to see you on the next one. You guys tap into the private group. I make videos in there throughout the week. I definitely call out trades all week long. We got winners in there. I got to tell you, I got to say it. It's fucking weird to me. I do nothing but post fucking wins all day long on Twitter, and people just look at them like, like, I don't know what y'all doing, bruh. I'm here. You can ask me questions. You can join a private group. Hell, I made it so easy you could literally copy my fucking trades on Phemex. You don't even have to do anything, and I got like 10 people who like money, and everybody else is just watching. So I can't help you. You know what I'm saying? You can do whatever the hell you want to do. We getting paid in the profit circle, and we're going strong. I don't care if it's 10 people in there or 1,000 people in there. We're going hard. So, anyways, man, tapping with your boy Cassius Cuvée. I got a wealth of knowledge. I've been doing this shit for a long time. I got some more training courses coming. I'm trying to spend time making content that really helps people, videos and things like that. But, you can ask me questions in real time. The best way to access me is through the Discord. So, anyways, we're going to end here on this on the wrap one more time for the one time. It's your boy Cassius Cuvée. I will see you in Las Vegas before we do the next show. I will be in Las Vegas hosting the Influencer Awards. And as promised, we're going to drop this wrap for you one time. Peace, y'all. I was banging this at the winery all day. Check it out. I don't really care what the Fed says. I'm still getting paid on the red days. You know the profit circle make great plays. I can solve all the charts like a straight maze. It's a hedge, I ain't worried about the downfall. Shitcoin king, I ain't scared to wear the crown, y'all. I don't need all the indicator widgets. If it's 10x leverage, then I'm making triple digits, best believe it. You can even copy trade it when I see it's overbought. Then indeed I gotta fade it when I find a new thing. Then believe I wanna save it. I can't pick one, I ain't even got a favorite. I'm a verified wave maker, straight wave making. You scared to like the post? Boy, you better stop the hating. I'm diversified. I ain't only talking trading. Just like my girls, I got them all cooperating. Let's go. It's a come up. Cassius Cuvée.